when we gravitated towards Christ, we all have a life and a history that we needed to be cleaned and clear of. Yeah, and that we know that there is an enemy that exists within everybody, and it's called the flesh. The flesh, the scripture says, is contrary to the spirit. So everything that we do that's pertaining to ourselves, that's why it's important with our transformation that we start to really second guess our decisions. We start to really put everything we decide, the things that we think, the direction that we take, we put it through the filter of the Spirit of Christ. Like, how do you know which way to go without reading your scripture? Now and that's huge. But what else? How did I think that I knew which way I was going when I was semi-reading my scripture, but I wasn't connected to the church? Look, you got people now diving into their scripture, and without the church to give them the interpretation of the scripture, they are fabricating doctrine. So we have the enemy that exists within everybody, which is the flesh. It takes us any direction but the right way. Know this, believe this, that when we think that we're reading the scripture and diving into these prophecies and theories and philosophies about the Bible, but we don't have the church to direct us which way to go with those scriptures, the flesh, who is the enemy within all of us, is going to use what we think we know to put distance between us and Christ. For sure. There is no way that we are going to get the correct interpretation of the scripture just by chance without the church to guide us into the correct interpretation. No, the flesh is going to trick us into believing the wrong thing. It's as simple as that. What did the eunuch say to Philip about the scripture? He said, "How will I know what it says? How will I understand what it says unless I am taught?" So he wasn't going to sit there with those scriptures and understand anything that he was reading without the correct interpretation, without somebody there that had the authority to interpret those scriptures. Know this, because we have an enemy that resides within us that is the flesh. And until we crucify the flesh, that enemy is going to be strong, hard to overcome until we crucify the flesh. You have to starve him. You got to starve him out.